It is a beautiful sun-kissed morning at the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex in Beckley, West Virginia, as we prepare to open the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School State Soccer Tournament on Video Productions. Today's live streaming broadcast is proudly brought to you by the Little General Stores. A full slate of semifinal matches in Class AAA and Class AA Single A are on the schedule, including the opening game of the tournament, featuring the top-seeded and defending Class AA Single A state champion Irish of Charleston Catholic High School and the number 4-seeded Colts of Philip Barbour High School, making their first ever trip to the state tournament. We invite you to join us on this pristine November 6th morning for Girls State Soccer Championship action on Video Productions. Alongside my caller analyst, Hunter Moles, I am Andrew Miller. Our game producer for this first of four is Brian Shepard. Hunter, I'll bring you in immediately. You are very familiar with this tournament. An early start to this first game in the semifinals of Class AA Single A. You've got the defending champs coming into this contest with Charleston Catholic. They come in as the top seed once again. What will it take for this number 4-seeded Philip Barbour team in their first trip to this tournament to hang with Charleston Catholic, number one, and then what will it take to even get across the edge for Philip Barbour, or will it be an opportunity for Charleston Catholic to stamp their opportunity for another title?
Well, Andrew, thank you for having me. I'm really excited for this tournament. Charleston Catholic's been to the state championship game 6 straight times. So Philip Barbour, this is their first time in the tournament. It's going to be a big task, big first game for them. Let's see how they come out. I think the start of the game is going to be huge. You can't let any early goals. You want to stay positive if you do. The freshmen for Philip Barbour, Braylon Sparks, Arrington Sparks, Kaylee Simmons, all freshmen, big-time players for Philip Barbour. They're going to have to not play like freshmen today. They're going to have to come ready to play. We got the state player of the year last year, Audrey Miller for the Irish at center back, holding it down back there for the Irish. Lots of good players, lots of players that have been here before for the Irish. So it's going to be interesting to see. Perfect weather. Glad we're here. And really excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, 6 state titles for the Irish girls. Their most recent, of course, last year. They won in 2008, 9, 10, that huge run, 14, 15. They were runners-up in 16, 17, 18. They've only missed the state title game 3 times since 2008. And again, Philip Barbour, their first trip to the state tournament. Taking a look at the way these two teams made it to this championship tournament. The first off for the Irish of Charleston Catholic High School, they defeated Pocahontas County in the sectional championship game, blanking Pocahontas 6-0. Followed that up with a victory in the regional title over Bluefield, a big dominating victory, sending them into this tournament 8-0 for the Colts. It was a very easy trip, it seems, into the state tournament for their first trip. They defeated Liberty Raleigh in the sectional championship 5-0, and they defeated Lewis County in the regional title game 4-0 in that one. So a very interesting matchup here between these two programs. The defending champs in AA Single A, Charleston Catholic, Philip Barbour, the number 4 seed, their first trip to the tournament. Both teams warming up for the opening of this one. We're going to take a break for our sponsors. When we return, we'll have the kickoff of the opening game of the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School State Soccer Tournament after this.
Wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, but when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories in a place you happily call home.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Pleasant Valley Hospital, we provide excellence in both general and minimally invasive surgery.
Dr. Jonathan Seaton, Pleasant Valley Hospital.
Robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help. With a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere, they treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes, come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we welcome you back to the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex in Beckley, West Virginia. Game one of semifinal action here on this Friday, November 6th on Video Productions. You're watching live coverage of the 2020 West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores. Alongside my caller analyst, Hunter Moles, I am Andrew Miller. Brian Shepard is our game producer for this first of four. Again, the defending champs in green, the Irish of Charleston Catholic, 8-1-0 coming into this ball game, or into this match, I should say. They have pitched 7 shutouts in 9 games. Just a tremendously talented team for the Charleston Catholic Irish and head coach Amy Mullen in her 8th year as head coach. 161 wins, 25 defeats, 17 ties. She has 3 state titles to her credit in 14-15 and 2019. For Philip Barbour, 9-1-1 in their first trip to the state tournament, and they are under first-year head coach Blake Williams. And again, you talk about this Charleston Catholic Irish team. What I do know of them, Hunter, you know a lot about these girls. They like to control the possession, and they like to keep it away from you and limit your opportunities to attack them defensively. It shows in the shutouts.
For sure, they have a good, solid back four. Like we said, state player of the year last year. Audrey Miller leads it in the back. A lot of seniors, but with a mix of talented sophomores and juniors on this team. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they possess the ball. When they get to play on a nice turf field like this, they do a very good job of possessing the ball. Last couple games that I got to watch them and call their games, they were making 7, 8 passes in a row, then scoring goals. They've got all-state players. These girls have been here before. They play all the time together, so they have experience. Amy Mullen does a good job having them ready. So I'm really excited to see what they can do here today.
Sometimes youth can work to your advantage, though, for Philip Barbour. They don't know that they're supposed to be the underdogs. They come in thinking, hey, we're here. We're going to make the most of this opportunity that we have. Again, taking a look at the goals per game average, it's relatively similar. Charleston Catholic scoring 5.7 goals per game, 5.1 for Philip Barbour on the season. So it'll be interesting to see if Philip Barbour can attack that back line of the Irish, if they can get down the field with him. I watched a couple of games for Charleston Catholic. They are just a difficult team to compete with. So it's going to be interesting to see early on, I think, how Philip Barbour reacts to this big stage.
Yes, early on is going to be very key, I think, in this game. I want to see how Philip Barbour can keep possession. Are they going to sit back and wait on a counterattack? Are they going to play their game? Are they going to switch it up for Charleston Catholic? We're going to see what they can kind of do. Also, set pieces are very huge in big-time games for soccer. Set pieces are huge. So if you foul someone, Audrey Miller's going to come up here and put a ball in the box that's going to be dangerous. Corner kicks are real big for Charleston Catholic. How's Philip Barbour going to handle those? They only have 4 seniors, and like we said earlier, they're led by 3 freshmen. They score the most goals are their 3 freshmen. So let's see what they can do. I would come out with just play with. If you've got to be the underdog, be the underdog. It's the first time here. If no one believes in you, so what? Go out there, show people what you're about.
Along the lines for Philip Barbour, forwards will be Braylon Travis. Braylon Sparks is your leading scorer. The freshman has 10 goals on the season. And then Kaylee Simons. Midfielders will be Graylin Floyd, Audrey Williams, Arrington Sparks, and Gracie Miller. And in the defense will be Emma Poling, Darcy Knight, Autumn Ogden, and in goal will be Olivia Chirac for Philip Barbour. For Charleston Catholic, the Irish, again, led by Lindsay Carr at center striker. She has 10 goals and 4 assists on the season. The Irish really do spread out the love, though, offensively. Belasenko and Annie Semino also on that front line. Midfielders, Hannah Rahim, Claire Mullen, and Shannon Carr. Defenders will be Grace Litton, Elizabeth Rushworth, and Vivian Delgras. Audrey Miller, as well, as you mentioned, State Player of the Year. And in goal will be Catherine Skinner for the Irish.
I'm looking forward to see how Semino in the midfield does for the Irish. She usually breaks up a lot of balls, a lot of 50-50 balls. Lindsay Carr is very dangerous up top with some of her turns. So looking forward to see if she can put some goals in the back of the net. And just excited to be here. This is a beautiful day.
Yeah, just gorgeous weather. It's been relatively cold throughout the state over the last week, but we knew towards the end of this week it was supposed to warm up. It'll be by noon right around 65, 70 degrees. Just gorgeous weather for some soccer action here on this beautiful location. This YMCA Youth Sports Complex is second to none. Taking a look at the brackets just for the girls AA single A. This is the first game of the tournament. Charleston Catholic, again, the 1 seed versus Philip Barbour, the number 4 seed. In the next contest on this field, it will be the number 2 seed. In Williamstown, the Lady Yellow Jackets will face off against 3-seeded Fairmont Senior, the Polar Bears. That will be our 12:30 contest today.
Definitely looking forward to that one as well. Haven't got to see those teams this year, so I want to see some other teams, see what they can do. I know what the Irish can do. I've seen them play this year. Looking forward to that. And then we got the boys' games later as well, so it's going to be a great day.
You mentioned for Charleston Catholic, Miller, the returning state player of the year, first-team All-Stater last year. Also, Lindsey Carr and Isabella Cinco, first-team All-Staters last season. Peyton Gregory, the midfielder for Philip Barbour, one of those lone seniors, was a second-team All-Stater in 2019. Not listed in the starting lineup. We didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Blake Williams before to find out what the situation was with that. But, again, whoever's on the pitch is who is going to be playing. And if you are Philip Barbour, you want to just attack this team as quickly as possible.
For sure, you want to get a good start. Try to not let any early goals and get after it. We'll see how they do. First time going in.
As you see out at the midfield area, they are announcing the starting lineups, the coaching staffs, and the referees. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the beginning of the tournament here from the from the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex in Beckley, West Virginia.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone's price-only great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Suffer from sleep disorders, robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help with a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere. They treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
And we welcome you back inside the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex here in Beckley, West Virginia. Game number 1 of semifinal Friday action on this November 6th. Glad you could join us on our live streaming coverage of the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores. Andrew Miller alongside Hunter Moles. And we are ready to go for this first of 4 games on tap today. And it will be the number 1 seeded defending state champs in green, the Irish of Charleston Catholic, and the number 4 seeded upstart Philip Barbour Colts in white and navy blue. Referees today, the head referee is Steve Guidon. Assistants are Adnan Peja and PJ Blankenship, and the 4th official today will be Sean Acord. So, Hunter, it's always an exciting thing. You see that ball placed, and it is time for the state tournament.
I'm just glad to be here. Glad we could get a state tournament in. Glad we could get a soccer season in this season. Glad these girls and boys could could get to play out their senior years and get to play.
That is something we didn't even touch on in the beginning of the broadcast, was the insanity that has been sports in West Virginia this year due to the coronavirus, as it starts out with Charleston Catholic over the top into Colt territory. And, you think about it, we were not even sure, Hunter, about the AAA tournament taking place. There have been some issues with that.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they could get to play there. I know it's a lot of above our pay grade a little bit, but I'm glad they're getting to play over there on the other field. Looking forward to see who can win those games as well. I know it'll be some good matchups.
Philip Barbour trying to keep it out of their own zone here.
Yeah, just you see both teams just trying to get their feet under them a little bit, get some possession. As you see Lindsey Carr here, she's going to be dangerous when she gets that ball to that goal line.
Crosses it in the middle, and then it's cleared away temporarily by the Colt defenders.
The Irish like to go, dribble to that goal line and send these negative balls back, and they do a very good job at that.
Miller has it stolen, but it will go over the touch line, so it'll be a throw-in for the Irish quickly, wasting no time. Again, we talked about they like to possess the ball and they like to attack. And it's not just one or two or three. Hunter, there's a lot of scoring ability on this Irish team.
For sure, and I like what I see from Philip Barbour so far in this game. They're staying attached to the Irish midfield. They're not giving them time and space, and that's going to make it difficult for the Irish. The Irish haven't played a lot of the games leading up to this were big-time wins, so maybe they're still getting used to this speed of play, and Philip Barbour looks like they're coming ready to play.
And Colts pressuring on the Irish dribblers. Slide tackle there for number 15, Graylin Floyd. Another touch out of bounds. This will go to the Colts.
I always like to see, and I know it's way too early to talk about halftime, but I love halftime so the coaches can calm the girls down and talk to them about adjustments. So this first half, let's see how it goes, but I know the second half will be very interesting with both coaches getting a little halftime speech in.
A throw in cleared out again by the Colts, looking to maybe attack off of that, but cannot keep possession, so back into the Irish it goes. Here's a through ball, and there's a run out. You've got Cinco down the left side, but chased down and over the goal line. So from our vantage point, it's difficult to see. Was that Braylon Travis?
I believe so. I know they played the ball to Cinco, and she's got some speed. You got to watch out for her on that left side. She can dribble very well, so she's a very dangerous all-state player last year.
Crossing pass over the head of Shannon Carr. She'll work it, trace it down over into the far corner.
Haven't seen too much possession from both teams really so far. Irish starting to get some possession here. See Raheen try to play that negative ball.
Here's an opportunity and driven over the crossbar. A great opportunity, though, for Claire Mullen.
Yeah, Claire Mullen, daughter of Coach Amy Mullen. Has two sisters that played at Catholic as well.
Let's take a look at our replay by Marshall Orthopedics. And again, it was a nice dish into the penalty area there from Carr, to Mullen. And she really put the foot into that one just a little high.
Yeah, that was a good attempt for sure. See Carr take on again. She's dangerous.
Crossing it in, and Philip Barbour clears temporarily, but back into possession. And now Philip Barbour has it.
And this is what I want to see today. It's how does Philip Barbour counterattack? Can they keep possession? Can they push forward after playing defense for, a couple possessions at a time?
Simons looked for Miller. It was taken away by the Irish. Now the Irish into the front third, but it's kicked out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Irish, and again, they move quickly. And we got ourselves an offense.
And these are the set pieces I'm talking about earlier. These are dangerous for big games. This is what wins games. These are the little things that can win you a game.
Free kick for Carr. Out top to Miller. Miller, she's going to fire it into
my goodness,
the far post, and she drove that one high into the far corner, and there was just nothing that Sherrock could do with that one.
You just don't save those. You don't save those. That's an absolute rocket. That's a great setup, and that's a play that they worked on. Lindsey Carr's making good eye connection there. And Phillip Barbour didn't see Audrey Miller. No one was marked her up. She takes a touch, has a hit. I told you earlier, she has a foot on her. That's a great shot.
So at the 4:41 mark of the first half, it is 1-0 in favor of the defending champs, the Irish.
And that's what I wanted to see, how the start of the game would go for the Irish. I know they wanted to come out and get an early goal. They did. See how Phillip Barbour can respond here.
Colts, as you said, Hunter, a very young team. They start a lot of freshmen, some sophomores. Colts looking for an attack opportunity. Taken away again by the Irish.
Good job by Cinco there to keep that one in.
Headed by Carr. Now they'll look to attack. Carr down the far side. And good pressure put on by the defender, Audrey Williams.
Lindsey Carr committed to play soccer at Center College in Danville, Kentucky. Mills Mullen, a state champion for the Irish, plays there as well right now. So a little Irish connection, going to link up in college.
Colts, again, as you mentioned, they're pressuring the dribblers, but it's just a war of attrition sometimes with the Irish. If they continue to put pressure on you, you've got to stay very solid defensively.
Yeah, the key for Phillip Barbour is they're doing a decent job keeping pressure, but can they keep possession once they win the ball back? The Irish like to, as soon as they win it back, they're going to pressure you, they're going to get up on you, and they're going to try to win the ball right back from you.
Looks like we're going to have ourselves our first corner kick for the Irish.
Irish are going to play short here. Phillip Barbour's not paying attention.
Here's a cross all the way over.
Phillip Barbour's going to have to be aware on these set pieces. The Irish are going quick. They're not taking their time.
And looking to catch you out of position defensively if they can and exploit the 3 or 4 or 5 different talented scorers they have.
Yeah, Braylon Travis back there, number 9 for Phillip Barbour. She's going to have her hands full. She's going to have to play a great game.
Colts with a throw-in. Referee Steve Guidon moving the Colts a little further down the touchline.
Yeah, and the Irish do a good job when those deep throw-ins. They try to keep you locked in, but Phillip Barbour gets out of this one.
There's a through ball down the far side. On the attack is Erickton Sparks, but Sparks could not do anything with it. But I tell you, that's the first time, Hunter, we've really seen an attack opportunity for the Colts.
Yeah, for sure. That was a great through ball there to Sparks. Sparks had 2 goals in the sectional finals versus Grafton, so she's familiar with putting the ball in the back of the net. And see a replay here.
It was a great pass down to Sparks on that left side, chasing it down. But again, you see the recovery speed of the defenders for the Irish.
Yeah, Delger at the right back position there. She's very aggressive. She's a very good defender.
Ball headed to the near side, and right there is Cinco. Cinco touches it down to the goal line.
Great job by Carr there to keep the ball in play.
Now top, it goes to Semino. And they'll move it back and reset.
Yeah, I like Phillip Barbour. They're playing aggressive. They're not letting the Irish have too much time.
Miller sent that one into the top of the penalty area and back out. Phillip Barbour trying to retain possession.
As you see Delger there, this is what I'm talking about. She doesn't let players turn. As you see some physicality over there from the girls, definitely getting into this game.
And we got ourselves an official's whistle. Referee Steve Guidon signaling the contact. So Phillip Barbour will gain possession here with the 31-minute mark of the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Irish. Defending
Shannon Carr, another dangerous player for the Irish.
Colts clear it out.
It's a great clearance there. Get you out. You want to see Philip Barbour step that back line up a little bit quicker, though, when they clear that ball out.
Rushworth couldn't hold on to that one, so it will go over to the Colts with the throw in. Emma Poling into the front half. And once again, the defender, Hannah Raheen, into the front. You see Carr directing traffic there, Hunter.
Yeah, Carr had some more time there. She should have turned. I think the girls, to be honest, they're not used to having fans in the stands, and it's actually kind of louder than they're probably used to. Usually you can hear everyone talking as you see a first sub of the game coming on. Jill Uwe's going to come on for Raheen, and it's another great player there. It's nice to have Jill Uwe coming off the bench. But like I was saying, there's actually fans in the stands today, so the communication, you got to talk a little bit louder on the team. Carr had time to turn there, but she tried to make a pass instead of turn.
Throw in comes from Rushworth. This one sent in.
Carr was looking to make that through ball, but Shannon Carr wasn't making that diagonal run. She was trying to stay out wide, wanted it at her feet. Irish still haven't really settled into this game, I don't think, just yet. And same with Philip Barbour, so still a lot of time left in this one to see how the girls can do.
Yeah, I like the pressure defensively for the Colts, but as you said, it's going to take more than simple pressure. You're going to have to get some offense yourself.
For sure. You need some more possession, connect a couple passes, get a couple more chances, get your confidence going a little bit. But like we said, we still got a lot of game left. They just got to get their feet under them a little bit.
And as you said, it's easier said than done from where we're sitting when you're facing the Irish right now.
For sure. A lot of talented players for the Irish. Same with Philip Barbour as well. They got a good team. They wouldn't be here if they weren't a good team.
And you look at that roster for Coach Blake Williams' Colts, and not just this year. They have the opportunity to make this a common theme. Here's a nice through ball. Kaylee Simons on the run, attacking. And this one scooped up, though, by Skinner. Yes. But that's the second opportunity you see there, Hunter.
And both opportunities come from some speed, as you see a replay coming. Watch this speed from up top. Philip Barbour is going to use that speed. They're going to play through balls, and the best chances they're going to have are these counterattacks where they can try to just play a through ball and get one in behind. Skinner might have to make a big save today for the Irish.
Our replays brought to you in this game by Marshall Orthopedics.
Games I've seen so far this year, the Irish have had a lot of time in the midfield, so it gives them more time to spread the ball. Today, Philip Barbour's not giving them that amount of time.
Here's another opportunity for the Colts.
Good move.
Nifty dribbling there by Braylon Sparks. Sparks sent to the turf.
That was a good tackle by Grace Litton. She got the ball. I think that was the right call by the ref there. But the move before that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice little move there. Get around Audrey Miller.
Free kick opportunity for the Colts, as you see the nice crossover move. And then, yeah, you see on the play a good sliding tackle there for the defense.
Man, these girls are playing hard, aren't they?
Absolutely. And the Colts spending a little time in the front half of the field here today.
For sure. Both teams, state tournament, they're going to come out and play hard and aggressive. That's what you like to see.
Here's a cross right in front of Skinner, and she steps out quickly, nabs that one out of the sky.
Braylon Sparks, she's dangerous up there. She's scoring some goals. Big-time freshman. That's what you like to see if you're Philip Barbour.
We like to see the last 3 minutes here for the Colts, getting some offense together, getting a couple of runs. And you take a look at that great opportunity, and that was driven right into the near post side by Sparks.
She didn't have the best angle in the world to score there, but that was probably, that's a pretty good shot. Good save by Skinner.
Again, 1-0 for the Irish, defending champs. Ball cleared out of the penalty area by the defense. Back in front. Quick hitter there for Shannon Carr.
Yeah, good step there by Braylon Travis. She didn't let Shannon Carr get a turn and get a clean shot off. See another corner kick for the Irish. Uwe's going to take this one. And this is what I'm talking about for Philip Barbour. If they can counterattack here, they've got some speed. That's probably going to be one of their best chances of the day.
Oh, he sends it in front, and on the backside, an opportunity. Lindsey Carr had it ricochet off, and another opportunity right in front on the replay. And I didn't see who got the second opportunity there, Hunter.
I didn't either. I couldn't quite tell, but like we talked about, is set pieces. Set pieces are going to be huge. Set pieces are going to be huge today.
Claire Mullen with the putback opportunity. It sailed high over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Colts.
These goal kicks are big too, because who wins the goal kick? So if you lose the goal kick and the Irish win it, now they're coming right back at you. So those goal kicks, you got to try to win the first and second ball out of those.
Mullen sends it in front. Here's another opportunity, and a tremendous save by Philip Barbour's Olivia Chirac.
I think they're going to give her a goal kick, so I'm not for sure if she got a touch there or not. If she did, the referee didn't see it. That's a great shot by Shannon Carr, because if you see, her body was faced to her own goal and try to make a quick turn there and get a good shot off.
Yeah, that was an accurate shot to the near post by Carr, just missing. I think Chirac may have gotten a piece of it. It will be a goal kick, meaning she did not. So, but again, you talked about it just a second ago, Hunter.
Yep.
These goal kicks are going to be important.
Yeah, they're going to be huge in this game, because the Irish, they're going to keep pushing. They're going to give you a lot of goal kicks because they get so many shots. So what you do out of those goal kicks are going to be huge.
50-50 ball right in front of us along the touchline, so it will be a throw in. They'll give it to the Colts.
See some subs coming on. Let's see how conditioning is for these girls too. They're in a state tournament, a lot of nerves. See how in shape they are.
Gracie Miller will check out for the Colts. Coming in is Lena Grassi. Grassi, another freshman for the Colts. Throw in opportunity.
Audrey Miller just gives you that presence at center back to be able to spread that ball that deep. Not a lot of girls at this level, at the high school level, can play those balls. So, I mean, I don't think people appreciate that enough in her game.
Incredibly strong leg for Miller. There's a chip pass taken by Grassi, but
there's a good step there by Rushworth.
Right in front of us once again, and this time it will be knocked out by the Colts. Throw in quickly by Charleston Catholic. Couple of headers down along the left side. Battling for control.
Yeah, Philip Barbour plays physical. I like the way they defend on ball. They don't. If a girl starts to get around them, they don't just let them go. They're going to use their body. They do a good job at that. And they're not fouling either. They're just playing good physical soccer.
As you mentioned, if you're going to play the underdog role, you better go ahead and play it with some confidence.
For sure. And this is where the Irish, this is their game right here. They don't have anything. Swing it to the outside backs. Keep possession.
They'll continue to wear down a defense until they find that open spot. But this one was cleared temporarily by the Colt defense. But immediately, as you mentioned, right there to take it again is Audrey Miller.
But yeah, I think that's the game we're going to see. I think the Irish probably will control possession a little more. But if Delgra or anyone, if they turn the ball over like that, they're looking to counter quick. So Philip Barbour might not have as much possession, but they can still create some chances in this game with their speed up top.
Irish will let that one cross the goal line, so it'll be a kick in for Chirac.
See Philip Barbour try to play a little short on that goal kick this time instead of playing long.
Sent all the way back in to the penalty area. Here's a header. This is a dangerous position for Chirac.
Good job by the goalkeeper.
And she recognized that one, Hunter, very quickly. Comes up and steals that one away before two Irish forwards heading towards the goal area. And Chirac, again, 28 saves on 37 attempts this season. She is just a sophomore. You look down this roster for Philip Barbour. Travis is a senior, and she represents, or Poling and Travis are the lone senior starters on this roster for head coach Blake Williams. A lot of freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, for sure. And the Irish have a lot of seniors, but they have a lot of sophomores that play as well. So good balance from both teams, I think.
Looks like we got an inadvertent handball by Grossi for the Colts. So free kick coming here for Miller. And Philip Barbour again. Doing a very nice job of attacking defensively. But again, Miller providing no opportunity to make offense off of that.
Yeah, Philip Barbour, they just got to try to connect some more passes. They're playing real direct right now. They're just trying to play through balls. See if you can get a couple passes and push that defensive line up the field a little bit. See a couple subs coming on. Now you're going to get Claire Mullen up top out of the midfield. Raheen's going to come back in. So you got some more speed up top for the Irish.
Autumn Ogden checking out for the Colts, and I didn't get a chance, Hunter, to see who replaced her. I'll have to check and see.
See, the Irish still playing a little quick. Philip Barbour's done a good job of speeding them up, not letting them be comfortable.
And an attack there. Braylon Sparks, and as you can hear behind us, the Philip Barbour faithful disagreeing with referee Steve Guidon, thinking that might have been a penalty.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both teams are going to play hard. That's just going to be a part of the game. It's state tournament. They're going to play that hard. They're going to play physical. Both teams playing a good, clean game so far, but here the Irish going to get another break here.
Center it, and again, Chirac recognizing quickly you had Cinco in that penalty area one-on-one with her defender.
Yeah, she just didn't get quite the touch she wanted. If she would have settled that touch, she would have probably put that one in the back of the net.
See there, Marshall Orthopedics replay. Great job by Brian Shepard, our game producer, working the toggle switches. That's why I called them toggle switches, Hunter, because I don't know what he does. Whatever it is, it keeps us on the air.
Me neither.
Keeps us on the air and keeps us on video. Quick throw in for Philip Barbour, trying to catch the Irish transition defensively.
And I think the defense of the Irish, this is the most defense they've had to play. The last couple games they haven't had this much pressure. So probably a little shocked that Philip Barbour's coming out and put some pressure on them.
Dangerous header into the penalty area. Philip Barbour has an opportunity to attack.
Good communication there by Skinner to call that one and just come scoop it up.
Skinner has not really been challenged yet in the first half. Just a couple of runs for Philip Barbour. Only one shot on goal, though. At the 17-minute mark, still 1-0 in favor of the defending champion Irish.
Job by Semino there to get ahead to that one, break that one up.
Philip Barbour still in this front half trying to gain possession and get an attack, but the Irish defense just relentless.
Yeah, Irish aren't getting the possession they usually like, and that's credit to Philip Barbour. They're doing quite a good job on defense. Like to see him get some more chances, maybe get a couple shots on goal. As long as they keep it at this 1-0 mark, it's anybody's game.
Philip Barbour switching to the near side. And once again, Miller takes it away.
And she's everywhere, isn't she?
Absolutely. Out of bounds it goes. Defender Emma Poling looking for maybe a offense, but nothing called there by the referee Steve Guidon. Philip Barbour, again, still attacking though, pressuring when they don't have the ball. And they've had some possession opportunities and some runs. There's one over the top all the way down to Chirac.
Yeah, the Irish are looking a little flustered so far, not keeping the possession they usually like to have. And although Philip Barbour's down 1-0, I like how they're playing so far in this first half. They got to try to get some passes, though. Everything's looking for a through ball, and I understand that's probably the game plan, but going to have to try to connect some passes.
Yeah, the one and dones are very difficult. And again, especially against a team as formidable as Charleston Catholic.
Yeah, the Irish are going to keep pressure on you. They're going to keep coming, so you got to create your chances as well.
Throw in on that far left side, or the far right side, excuse me. And again, as you mentioned, this is where the Irish like to work. They're very patient in this front third.
But those balls right there, losing those balls, that's not leading them to getting the chances they usually like to get. They got to connect passes. They need some more movement off the ball, too.
Colts not sitting back defensively, though.
No, they're not.
They're putting some pressure.
They're not sitting back. Their midfield's doing quite a good job of staying in the back of the Irish and not letting them turn easy.
Carr on the near side. She'll cross it right at the top of the penalty area. And again, cleared by the defense.
Yeah, I'm going to like to see what Amy Mullen does at half and kind of what the adjustments she tells the girls to do, kind of settle them down a little bit and maybe show some things to them that they're just not seeing in the run of play.
There's a touch pass to the near side, and that one immediately cleared. And I'll tell you what, I've watched Braylon Travis for the Colts. She has been very good right at the top of that penalty area when the ball comes around her.
Yeah, she's playing kind of like that center back position like Audrey Miller plays, and she's doing, she's saved some goals probably today herself. She's done quite a good job of communicating back there, making sure no balls or no players are getting behind her.
Left side throw in for the Irish. And a one-time opportunity, and I
think it was Uwe.
Yeah, that was Uwe.
Uwe went for that one, and not really mad at that. Just go for it, have a shot. See the replay here.
Yeah, that was a tough angle, but again, no one in front of you. Take an opportunity. If you drive it, that far post, you got an opportunity.
Yeah, Philip Barbour's going to have to step their back line up. If they're going to play the ball up top to their forwards, they got to try to push up more.
Through ball, no one there. And it will be a goal kick for Philip Barbour. 12:33 mark of the first half, 1-0 in favor of the Irish. They scored a goal 4 minutes and 41 seconds into the first half. And again, you take a look at the schedule of the season, the Irish, they have not had a lot of close games this year. One loss to Hurricane was 1-0. They beat George Washington out of the AAA division 2-1. But other than that, they have held everyone scoreless. Looking at scores of 8-0, 4-0, 7-0, 9-0. These have not been close games for the Irish.
For sure, and they've had a limited schedule as well with the COVID map. So, that George Washington game, that Hurricane game probably helped them the most. But like you said, the last couple of games, they've had some big victories. They've put teams away in the first half. And this game, it's going to be a full 80-minute game. Philip Barbour's not going to go out slightly or easy. This is their first time in the state tournament. They're going to come ready to play.
And they score goals. They've scored at a clip of 5.1 goals a game. They know how to get it in the net.
For sure. So, and that's what I want to see, if they can get one before halftime. Could they tie this thing up before half, as you see a through ball here?
Trying to track it down is Lydia Phillips on that far side, left side. And we're going to get a free kick.
Yeah, going to get a free kick there. I don't know about that one. Didn't have a great view. I thought both girls were battling for the ball, but this is the first real set piece, as you see the replay here. First real set piece Philip Barbour is going to get.
Phillips, and there was contact made. They didn't referee Steve Geeden did not whistle on the original contact. I think it was after that original contact when the Irish defender was down, maybe some contact. Free kick into the penalty area. The defense clears it. Skinner got her hands on it first.
Yeah, I think the ref's going to call that one because he thought Skinner had kind of her hands on the ball, and the attacker went to kick that one. Good job by Skinner to come out. She's going to have to try to not allow a rebound on that one, though, because you don't want any type of rebounds. But good job by the Irish. Good defense. That's a good ball in, too.
You know, and when you're playing as the underdog, those can be the very important goals that you could possibly get, those rebound shots where you're just not expecting it. Here's Philip Barbour attacking again.
Yeah, and this is what you'd like to see. Philip Barbour push up their defense. Now they're all the way up here at midfield, and you're getting girls forward. You don't want to just try to attack every time with a counterattack with one girl. You're trying to get girls forward, and it gives you more chances to score.
Phillips tried to cross that one to the center. There were not any Philip Barbour runners on the far side, though, but it will be a throw-in for the Colts. Opportunity for Gracie Miller. And that one goes off the side of the foot, high into the air and over the goal line.
Yeah, if you're the Colts, you got to like where you're at. You're down 1-0, but you're getting more possession. You're getting more chances. So you just got to stay with the pace of game and can't let the Irish get another goal here before half.
Miller will take that goal kick, and again, just fascinated by the leg strength that she has.
Yeah, for sure. Audrey Miller, big-time player for the Irish.
Returning player of the year.
I believe she was the defensive player of the year as a sophomore as well.
Throw in for the Irish, sent back into the back half. Miller. She'll get the attack started on the right side. Cunningham. Philip Barbour again, pressuring. Each pass, pressuring.
We'll get a handball on Delgra there. Philip Barbour's going to look to play. Going to play one long. And Grace Litton back there has done a good job as well, not letting balls get behind her.
Colts possession. Phillips once again. Has it taken away from behind.
Yeah,
up front to Carr.
Raheem back there, she's a good physical player in the midfield as well. She'll get stuck in on tackles. She's not afraid.
Colts with an opportunity. Here's Phillips right in front. Kicked away temporarily, but it'll be a throw-in on the side, and I like the aggressiveness of the Colts.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up momentum a little bit here, and like I said, it'd be a big-time goal if they could get one here in the last 7:30 before the half.
You know, when they lose possession, they don't just fall back into a defensive position. They attack still and try to regain possession. You've got Kaylee Simons checking out for the Colts.
This is the most I've seen the Irish have to, get back and defend since maybe when they played GW, when I got to watch them. But watch out for the Irish counterattack because they've got some dangerous players as well.
Checking at Arrington Sparks, checking back in for Simons.
Like to see what the Irish do here on this. It's another 50-50 ball that's big. See if the Irish can bring this ball down and win possession.
Miller shielding her eyes from the sun, and she will send it into the front third. And it provides the Irish an opportunity immediately. But, again, equal to the task, the defense of the Colts. They'll clear it out. Miller comes attacking and sends it right back in, though.
Yeah, she was trying to play Abigail down there to the right corner. It's a good idea, just didn't quite connect.
Colts with the throw in on the right side.
Good job by the Irish there to try to win that one right back.
On top, and this is where they're dangerous. Hannah Raheen off a defender in front, and there is Carr. Carr off the deflection into the net. Abigail Cunningham. And you just talked about those deflection balls on Philip Barbour's side, Hunter, and the Irish got one. The Colts, boy, they were struggling right there. They were trying as hard as they could to clear it. They got one opportunity, but the second one bounced right off in front. As you see on the Marshall Orthopedics replay, just too much pressure.
Yeah, they just didn't clear the ball. They were getting in front of it, but they couldn't get a good clearance. They got to get it out of the 18. Abigail does a good job stepping in, burying that one. But that all starts with the Philip Barbour throw-in on their deep side. The Irish win it right back. They get a couple crosses in. They stay with it. So if you're Philip Barbour, you got to clear it out of the 18. You can't just get in front of that ball. You got to get the clearance out. That's a big goal for the Irish. Going into halftime up 2-0 would be a pretty good score line so far for them because Philip Barbour's played well.
Absolutely have. They trail with 5:40 remaining in the first half. 2-0. A goal at the 4.
And good job by Abigail again to keep that long ball from Audrey Miller in.
Irish on the attack. They're wanting more.
I will give the Colts this. They've been pretty good on Lindsey Carr, not giving her a lot of time and space.
Here's a give and go, though. Carr in front, and she will put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I might have jinxed him on that one.
She was looking opposite post hunter.
Then
just worked the magic to the near side.
Yeah.
And I think it fooled Chirac a little bit. You take a look at it.
I was just talking about how Philip Barbour hasn't gave her a lot of time and space, and the first chance she really gets some time and space in the 18, she finishes it. So good job by Lindsey Carr there. Big-time player, all-state player, going to go play college soccer next year. And Philip Barbour's done a good job on her so far, but Irish pushing it to 3-0 now. I mean, that's an unbelievable scoreline for how well Philip Barbour was playing. Just 10 minutes ago, they had all the momentum.
Checking out for Philip Barbour will be Lydia Phillips. And back in comes Kaylee Simons. And, yes, as you mentioned, it's just sometimes it's a battle of attrition. You know, Philip Barbour played tremendously the first, and they're still playing well. It's just when you have so many opportunities, you possess the ball so much, you keep it in Philip Barbour's defensive territory so much, at some point the defense is just going to break down, and you saw 2 in a row there, and that's tough for the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, this game changed dramatically in the course of a minute of the game. I mean, up 1-0, and now 2 minutes later, they're up 3-0. Good job by Grace Litton there to let that one run out and get the goal kick. See some subs going to come on for Charleston Catholic.
And far be it for me to be able to see across this field. Is that number 5?
Looks like Ashley Green, number 6, going to come on.
Thank you, Hunter. You've got young eyes, sir. Green, the sophomore, will replace, well, I got it half right. She'll replace Rushworth.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yep, going to come in at left back here, play the last 4-16.
Goal kick, Miller.
Set that one up.
Green feeds it down the left side, and here's Carr. She'll attack.
She's got speed. She's physical.
Crosses over. Here's the cross in the front. Kicked away nicely, though.
Yeah, it was a good battle there.
That was Darcy Knight defending on the play.
Now the Irish up 3-0, getting some more confidence in themselves, keeping some better possession.
And you see them start to push the action now. And just a one-time opportunity.
Yeah, Uwe went for goal there. She tells her teammates, kind of my fault. I didn't really connect on that one like she likes to. She can put the ball in the back of the net as well.
As you see on the Marshall Orthopedics replay, a couple of goals in, and now Charleston Catholic getting very bold in that penalty area up top, and they're just going to start firing.
Yeah,
when they get near.
The Colts there on those goal kicks, they can't just send it right out of bounds. They got to try to keep some possession off those goal kicks somehow, win some 50-50 balls, because you can't just keep giving it back to the Irish. The more chances they have, I mean, the odds are they're going to put some more away.
Throw in for the Colts. Battling for possession. Phillips wins that one. Hands it off to Sparks. Sparks cleared away by the Irish.
Sparks, very talented player for the Colts. She's been dangerous so far.
And Semino tried to feed it into the front half to Cunningham, and it goes out of bounds.
Kaylee Simmons up top, dangerous for the Colts. She's been making great runs today. And these two girls we just mentioned are freshmen.
Yeah.
I mean, they're freshmen. They're hoping to be here in Beckley the next 4 years for this state tournament.
Simons with 5 goals on the year. 3rd on this Philip Barbour team. 2:05 remaining in the first half.
And here's how the Irish scored. I think it was their 2nd goal. It started from a throw-in on this side. Let's see if they can win this ball back quickly and go to goal.
Over the head of the Colt player, but chip it out for a second.
And you see the Irish kind of making a slight adjustment in the first half. Audrey Miller's playing a little bit deeper than she usually does now because of the speed from the Colts. So Grace Litton's the one stepping up a little more as a center back role. Audrey Miller's going to set in behind a little bit more.
Send it diagonally to Carr. You mentioned the speed of Carr. Sends it to the middle, but Philip Barbour right there equal to the task, and now we've got a lot of contact.
This is Audrey Miller territory, but they go fast instead.
In fact, a little too quickly for referee Steve Guidon.
Ref's not going to let her go. Audrey Miller's going to have one here.
And from about 25 yards out, Miller with that strong leg.
She didn't connect on the ball the way she usually does there. She definitely wants that one back.
Goal kick for Philip Barbour. Quickly in. 50-50 ball.
Good battle there from Simmons and Grace Litton.
Litton wins that run. And quickly into the front third, it goes to Carr.
Beautiful little turn there by Carr.
On the left side. And again, now they'll settle into that offensive set.
Yeah, Philip Barbour, their pressure isn't there as much. I don't know if they're getting a little more tired or the score line has kind of affected them a little bit, but a little more time and space for the Irish.
Maybe one more run here for the Colts with 15 seconds left. Not sure that Floyd could beat Miller.
Yeah.
She was playing back with the 5 seconds left.
I believe Audrey Miller runs track as well. You saw that a little bit. Some good speed from her.
And that will finish off the first half of play. A valiant effort for the number 4 seeded Philip Barbour Colts. They held the Irish of Charleston Catholic to just 1 score until the 34-minute mark, but 2 in a row after that. And the defending champs out of AA Single A, Charleston Catholic, lead it at the half 3-0. You're watching live streaming production of the 2020 West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission High School Girls State Soccer Tournament on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores.
At Pleasant Valley Hospital, we provide excellence in both general and minimally invasive surgery.
Dr. Ron Grandia, Pleasant Valley Hospital.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, But when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories and a place you happily call home.
And we welcome you back to the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex here in Beckley, West Virginia. You are watching live coverage of the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores. We are in game number 1 in Class AA Single A of the girls' side of things. It is the number 1 seed and defending champion Charleston Catholic Irish with the lead over Philip Barbour, the number 4 seed, by a score of 3-0 here in this half of the first half of play. Again, this was an Irish team that is very talented and very senior-laden, very confident coming in, and a Philip Barbour Colt team, their first trip to the state tournament and a first-year head coach would take to pressure the Charleston Catholic Irish team, and we saw a good bit of that in the first half of play by Philip Barbour. They did not come into this scared. They came in aggressive defensively. They were pressuring the ball. They were challenging 50-50 balls. They were doing the best they could to get it into the front half of play as much as possible. They got some nice runs in the early to mid part of the first half, 3 or 4 runs in the 15 to 20 minute area. And again, they held Charleston Catholic, a team that scores lots and lots of goals on the season. They held them to just 1 goal until the 34:02 mark of the first half. The first goal came at the 4:41 mark of the first half for the Irish, and that is all they had until late in that first half with just a little over 5 minutes remaining. But then it was back-to-back goals for the Irish as the Colts got out of position and could not clear a couple of different balls in the penalty area, and that's what happens when you're playing this Charleston Catholic team. Hunter Moles, they just will make you pay if you let them hang out in that area long enough. And it was just you saw aggressive play from Philip Barbour throughout, and then you blink your eyes and it's 3-0.
Yeah, blink of an eye was 3-0. Good job by the Irish to finish those balls. You got to give them credit, but Philip Barbour, you got to try to clear those out of 18, and you got to create some more chances as well. They've done a pretty good job. We were talking about how they had the momentum there for a second, and now it's a 3-0 scoreline. I mean, going into the second half, you got to take it 1 goal at a time. You're not going to get all 3 goals back super quick. Just go in, take it 1 goal at a time, try to get a goal, try not to give up any more goals, and try to gain some momentum here. If you're the Irish, if you can put 1 or 2 more away, you might have this game sealed. And you're probably going to see Audrey Miller drop off some more, not allow those through balls. They're going to set back a little more. They don't have to pressure or they don't have to press and really look to score. The Irish don't have to. They're up 3-0, so they can kind of take their time a little bit, try to keep possession. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a tough one for Philip Barbour. You know, defending state champs up 3-0 at half is going to be tough for them, but they got to stay positive. They got to come out attacking.
And we mentioned, Charleston Catholic, they've been here numerous years. They have played for a state championship every year since 2008. Except for 2011, 12, and 13. So they've played for it a bunch, and they have won it a bunch. In fact, 6 state titles. But again, if you're Philip Barbour, you're a young team. I feel like maybe after that second goal, they got a little bit of pressure put on themselves and started getting a little bit I don't know what the word would be, not defensive, but they weren't attacking. They weren't as aggressive right after that second goal, and I think it cost them a 3rd goal very quickly.
Yeah, for sure, and good job by the Irish there to go ahead and get that 3rd goal. Like we talked about, when it was 1-0 for most of the first half, we were talking about who's going to score that next goal. It's going to be important, and the Irish did, and it probably helped lead them to that 3rd goal like you talked about. So going to be an interesting second half for sure.
We've got some halftime statistics to break down for you all on the channel. You'll actually be able to take a look at these Break those down for us, Hunter.
Yeah, only one shot on goal for Philip Barbour. You don't really like that if you're them. You only 0 corner kicks. Like we talked about, you want to get some set pieces. I know they had 1 free kick, but 10 shots for Charleston Catholic. Only 3 on goal, and they've got 3 goals. So basically every time they've put it on goal, they've scored. You got 3 corner kicks. They probably would like to get some more corner kicks because they're dangerous for set pieces. But their first goal came off a set piece. Lindsey Carr lays it off Audrey Miller and hits just a rocket of a goal. I mean, you just don't save those. So that was a great start to the game. That gives you a lot of energy and things like that. So those stats are interesting. Philip Barbour's got to create some more chances.
See if they can do that as we get set for second half action. We're going to take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the second half here between Charleston Catholic and Philip Barbour. You're watching live coverage of the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores.
Wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we welcome you back inside the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex in Beckley, West Virginia. You are watching live coverage of the 2020 West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores. Andrew Miller alongside Hunter Moles. Ryan Shepard is our game producer. Here we go. Hunter into second half action. 3-0 is the lead for the Irish. And as you mentioned, Philip Barbour going to need to be very much attacking here in this second.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what Coach Williams told his team at halftime. Let's see what Coach Amy Mullen told her team at halftime. Let's see what type of adjustments are made and go from there. Philip Barbour's going to have to push forward. It's either way, if you're going to lose, you're going to lose, right? So if I lose 5-0, that's fine with me. You know, I lost because I'm going to try to push forward and get some goals here. So take your time first 10 minutes in the game, but as time starts to go down, you should see more girls start to push forward for Philip Barbour and the Colts.
What a dangerous opportunity for the Irish immediately off the opening kickoff here in the second half. Carr missing on the opportunity.
Yeah, the Colts had Sparks over there on the left side making a run. She might have been through there, but didn't really see her. She might have missed the opportunity there.
Colts maintain possession, a throw in along the right side.
See if the Irish can keep some more possession. Up 3-0, they should be pretty comfortable.
They'll turn defense into offense. There's Carr,
Great
the through ball. On the run is Shannon Carr. All the way down the line.
Good
crosses
ball.
It in the center, and a beautiful pass, and the finish by Isabella Cinco. Her seventh goal of the season.
Great ball by Lindsey Carr over the top to Shannon Carr. Shannon Carr drives it to the goal line, does a great job, plays a little negative ball back, and Isabel Cinco, all-state player. I don't even think she connected on that ball the way she wanted to be quite honest, but it's good enough to beat the goalie there and score.
Our Marshall Orthopedics instant replay. As you saw that, it didn't seem, as you said, Hunter, as if it was cleanly struck, but it got enough.
Yep, did the job, and that's just a good build-up play there. It started from a good defensive possession, winning it back. And good job by the Irish. I mean, they come out in the first 2 minutes of the second half and get a fourth goal.
At the unofficially at the 1:45 mark. And that will give the Irish the 4-goal advantage. And the Irish on the attack once again. There's Carr along the left side. Crossing over. Here's the pass. And a great play defensively. And they'll clear it.
Yeah, Carr can hit the ball with both feet. She can hit it with her left or right. Good job by her and Cinco there to connect up on some passes.
Darcy Knight did a great job of getting in front of that ball. Now, an opportunity for Philip Barbour.
Yeah.
Shut down again, though, by the defense.
Knight's had a good game back there as well. We haven't said her name too much, but she's been real solid in the back for the Colts.
Philip Barbour will maintain possession with a throw-in. So you're down 4-0, and again, as you mentioned, Hunter, if you're going to go, if you're going to go down swinging.
Yeah, go down swinging, go for a goal. This is a tough scoreline though, right here, 4-0 with 37 left in the game. But you just got to keep playing, just stay positive. I mean, this is a state tournament. Go out there and have fun. Try to go get a goal. Just keep playing. Stay positive.
Colts in the front third, knocked away and taken out by Mullen.
It's a good ball.
Mullen the through ball. Here comes Carr attacking, and Sherrock comes up. A dangerous play, but Sherrock gets enough on it.
Yeah, she kind of hesitated there. You don't want to hesitate if you're the goalie. You want to come straight out, but she came out quick enough and made the save.
Irish still attacking. Cleared temporarily by the Colts. And now they'll take it. Right at the midfield strike, Miller comes up. And a lot of contact between Miller and Braylon Sparks. Sparks gets up holding her lower back. Sparks the leading scorer on this team, 10 goals on the year. And again, just a freshman.
Yeah, see if she can get some more chances this game. She's had a pretty good game. She's playing more in the midfield, so she had to play a lot of defense and see if she can get a couple shots on the goal.
Battling for possession, Delgras and Autumn Ogden. A 50-50 ball, and we've got contact. It'll be a free kick, and as you mentioned, Hunter, they waste no time.
Yeah, they're going to play quick. That's a smart play there. Semino, she's only a sophomore, but she doesn't play like a sophomore.
Good ball movement, cross to the middle. Here's a shot opportunity into the far post, back of the net. And you're going to have to help me there, Hunter.
Bella Cinco, and she puts that one in the side netting there. You can't save, though. Those are hard to save. You see a replay coming here. It's a good shot. Semino goes for the shot, gets broken up, and then Cinco just buries it. You can kind of see now the Colts getting a little deflated, right? Like you kind of see after they score, like, man, now it's 5-0, and it's only 5 minutes into the second half. So they got to get some – and they're a young team, right? So if you got seniors out there, you got to say, come on, guys, we got to keep going. Don't worry about that. Let's keep playing. Let's see what we can do here.
Again, Poling and Travis, the two lone starting seniors on this roster for Coach Blake Williams and the Colts.
If you're the Irish and you're Amy Mullen, you're pretty excited how you came out in this second half, though. 5 minutes in the game and 2 goals. It's definitely a good job by the Irish.
Nice job by Knight clearing it. Now on the attack. The through ball down the right side. Trying to track it down is Kaylee Simons. And it will be, thought it would be Colt possession. I think they're going to call this for the Irish, though. Last touched by Simons.
Yeah, number 5, Arrington Sparks, the freshman on the left side here. She's been doing a good job trying to make some 1-2s and create some chances.
Some substitutions. Philip Barbour will send Gracie Miller out.
And this is why the Irish are so dangerous, is because they bring in subs, and it's like there's no drop-off. There's no drop-off whatsoever. They have big-time players coming off the bench.
Delgras and, I believe, Carr checking out. Shannon Carr checking out. Throw in. Controlled by the Irish. And now last touch, it'll be a throw in for the Colts. 33:45 remaining in this opening semifinal game. Winner of this one will play for a championship tomorrow. They'll face off against the winner of our next game between Fairmont Senior and Williamstown. Here's the Irish out front. And this one is sent high into the sky. And that one all the way onto the practice fields.
That's 3 points right there. That's a field goal.
Again, good defensive play. Darcy Knight, she has been a force right at that top spot of the penalty area. The sophomore. So you think about this for the Colts. Win or lose, they're going to have some experience under their belts.
For sure. You gotta like from this season, even if you don't make it to the state championship game. I mean, they've had a great season. They got a lot to build on. I'd like to see them try to get a couple goals here, too, get some confidence, get some momentum going. Because they've played, although it's 5-0, I think Philip Barbour has played a really good game so far. I mean, the Irish are talented, yes, but Philip Barbour has done quite a good job. I like how aggressive they are. I like their defense. They've got some talented girls as well.
The opportunities to attack for Charleston Catholic have come in a couple of different bunches, and that's it. Other than that, Philip Barbour's defense has been very good, very pressing. Yeah, it's just offensively, they have not had enough attack opportunities.
Yeah, the Irish have done a better job, too, of trying to keep some possession.
Sparks with possession. Tried to get it in, and again, guess who's there to shut the door?
Yeah,
Audrey Miller. And, you know, it's a tough task for anybody.
Yeah, but as you see the Colts now getting some better possession, connecting some passes. Both teams are trying to possess the ball a little more. You like to see that.
As you mentioned in that first half, Hunter, you saw a couple of through balls, but you didn't see a lot of just quick touch passes and some ball movement by the Colts. You see them starting to try to get a little bit of that work in now.
Yeah, get some nerves out. Now everyone's kind of settled into the game, and good turn there.
Great job by Sparks. See if Philip Barbour can get an attack off of it. They'll send it right side to Floyd, Grayson Floyd. Or Graylin Floyd, sorry.
Yeah, Braylon Sparks has impressed me in the midfield. She's had some good plays today.
Possession taken by Audrey Williams. There was some miscommunication, and the Irish 50-50 ball won by Graylin Floyd. In the front third, the Colts.
See if they can send this one in. Braylon Travis has hit a couple good balls today. See if she can put a good ball in again today. This one, she's going to play short.
Shorten out top. And again, Miller there to send it out. Track back down on the far side corner by Travis.
Yeah, it's a good move. Way to get to the goal line. Play that negative ball back.
Cleared out. Still in that danger zone, but again, it looks like the Colts just kind of, once that one-timer was missed, they just backed off, did not continue to attack. There's a through ball, and I think Chirac will come take that one.
Yeah, Uwe's got to have to play that one more towards the right side of the court.
And an opportunity across, and that's over the head of Cunningham. And cleared out by Braylon Travis.
Yeah, good clearance by Travis.
Back into the penalty area again, though. Sparks this time chips it out.
Good job there by the Irish, just trying to keep possession.
Good job taken by Floyd. Into the front third, but again, you just see that. There's only two white jerseys in that front third to attack three defenders.
Yeah, good.
Here's Carr now. She's got an opportunity, and that one hits off of the goalkeeper and goes in.
Yeah, great ball by Claire Mullen. Hits it with her left foot over the top. Good little diagonal ball. And goalkeeper did a good job. She came out. Lindsey Carr shoots. It hits right off the goalie. Deflects right off Carr again for a goal. So a little bang-bang play there. See the replay here.
And I like that Chirac came up to challenge, and she did what she needed to do. She blocked the initial, but just it's kind of the way things are starting to spiral downhill here for this very young Colt team as they trail now 6-0. So 3 goals in the first half, 3 goals so far in the second for the defending champs.
For sure. So
I think that was Carr with the goal.
Lindsey Carr scored that one, yeah. And now Amy Mullen can start to get some of these girls out and get them a break. And, I mean, if you're up 6-0, you got a little wiggle room where you can get some of these starters out, get them rested for tomorrow. And then if a couple goals would happen from Philip Barbour, you could still bring them back in and still have a lead. So real good score line for the Irish here.
Well, the through ball, but cleared by Poling all the way into the parking lot. Some lucky fan will get I'm kidding. They won't get to keep it, but
that would be nice.
That would be nice. Out in front again.
Semino going to try to get a shot there, but good pressure. I think that's Sparks, good defense there, not letting her get an easy shot off. Sparks and Semino have been battling all day today. That's been a great matchup.
A very physical but clean type of game. There's one over the top and right back into Chirac's hands. And she'll punt it out. 50-50 ball into Knight's hands. And again, Darcy Knight, the sophomore, has been very solid out top with constant pressure defensively. Colts have spent a vast majority here of the second half, though, on their defensive half of the field, and that's not a recipe for success against this Charleston Catholic team.
No, and you see the game starting to slow down a little bit now. Girls aren't moving as much off the ball, and they kind of just slowing down a little bit. Not as much pressure going on, and you'll see some subs going to come on next time we get a throw in or a ball goes out of bounds. So game's starting to slow down, and see if Phil Barbour can just keep pushing, stay positive, try to get a goal here.
In the ball game, Macy Satterfield. So substitutions abound for both teams with 24 and some change remaining in this opening semifinal contest. Again, the winner of this one will advance to the championship game tomorrow, and that will be played right here on this field at 9:30 in the morning. They'll face the winner of the second semifinal, scheduled to begin around noon today. Number 2, Williamstown. Number 3, Fairmont Senior.
Good ball there by Delgra. Tries to hit Keith. Keeps it in, couldn't stay with it.
Sparks clears it. Up to Satterfield at midfield. Satterfield has it taken away. Sparks comes in, lots of pressure, and we're going to get ourselves a free kick. Sparks got some body contact. And again, as you mentioned, Hunter, it's been a physical between the two teams, and I think that had to be an MO for the Colts. You not only had to run with the Charleston Catholic team, you had to show that you're not going to be afraid to attack them and be physical with them.
Yeah, for sure. I think they've done that today. They haven't gave the midfield of the Irish a lot of time and space. They've been physical. They're trying to be on their first touch, on their back at all times, and they've really done that. And that's the thing. It's crazy that the Irish are up 6-0, and the Philip Barbour team, they've stuck to their game plan pretty well, I thought.
Irish with an opportunity. Carr, over it goes, and a great save on a good hard-hit shot by Audrey, or not Audrey Miller. I said 18, but it's actually
that's Brown,
Palmer Brown,
out there.
16 and 18. I didn't stand a chance on her.
She's only a sophomore as well, so as another sophomore for the Irish, getting some time here in the state tournament, get some experience.
Chirac with a very nice save on that.
She's played a great game today as well. I mean, yeah, they've scored some goals for the Irish, but she's made some big saves.
Good defense.
Yeah, Lindsey Carr. Yeah, she's dropped back in the midfield now. She's not up top. She's playing more of a center defensive midfield right now, and you still got Grace Litton and Audrey Miller back there. Crosses in. Keith almost finishes one there. That was going to be another big-time goal.
A tremendous cross by Lindsey Carr with the left foot right in front of the goal area. And as you mentioned, a good opportunity by Keith. You see on our Marshall Orthopedics replay, it was a perfectly laid pass, and Keith got good contact on it. Just sailed a little bit high.
See a goalkeeper change here for the Irish. Sydney Bowles going to come in for Skinner. Got Lindsey Carr is going to come out. Claire Mullen's going to come out. Hopefully they're done for the day. Get them some rest. And
wins on the season.
Yeah,
played 200 minutes.
Skinner and Bowles split a lot of time, I think, for the Irish in goal.
Again, you see when Philip Barbour's able to get it in the front half, Hunter, there's usually just one or two attackers. Right now, Satterfield's the lone white jersey, and you've got 2 or 3 and even 4 defenders around her. So there's just not enough opportunity for the Colts to get any strong attack.
Yeah, they get a little, I wouldn't say nervous, but with the Irish, they have such a good attacking that you can't, if you push forward, you're going to give them so many chances. You see the Irish go quick again here.
Quick free kick, Carr trying to center it again, and twice Poling there, equal to the task, and now Poling will knock it away from Carr temporarily. That's not Carr, sorry.
That's Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, the Colts do a good job at on-ball defense. Like this battle right here, look at, Sparks is all over. I mean, it's making it hard for Raheen. Now, she did get a good pass, but she's making it at least difficult.
Brown crosses it and ends up in the far post. It looked like that was a pass across for an opportunity once again for Caitlin Keith. Instead, the left footer by Brown.
Yeah, you'll see Brown get it, gets a touch here, and good pass by Raheen to get that one too. Her left foot and chips right over top of the goalie into the side netting.
What a goal.
Yeah, it's a great shot by Brown. And I was just talking about Sparks' defense on Raheen there in the middle, and somehow she gets the ball out to Brown, and they get a goal out of it. 7-0 now.
At the 2013 mark, it is now a very comfortable lead for head coach Amy Mullen and the defending champ Irish. Again, nice left-handed massé shot going billiard style.
Probably see some more subs coming on here. And still a lot of time left in this game, 19 minutes. That's still a lot of time. You might see a couple more goals here today.
And realistically, at this point, if you're Philip Barbour, you're going to continue to battle, continue to work hard, and continue to try to find an area of opportunity as Sparks has to take it away.
Yeah, I think Philip Barbour is better than a 7-0 scoreline. I really do. I think they're a better team than that. I think the Irish have just played very well. They've put the ball in the back of the net. Most goals that they have on target, they're going in the back of the net. So credit to both teams. Both teams are playing well today.
Yeah, you always mention, you don't get to this point without being a very talented team. Again, 9-1-1, Philip Barbour on the season. And they outscored their opponents 56-11. They're obviously gifted. They're obviously offensive-minded. But there's a lot of teams in the state of West Virginia, Hunter, who have fallen victim to the barrage of attacks and opportunities by the Irish. So you don't hang your head if you're Philip Barbour. You battle the last 18 minutes of this game, and you chalk it up to some experience.
For sure, definitely. Got to stay with it. Got to stay positive. Because some players on the Colts team have played great games. I mean, and the Irish, they will probably say that themselves after the game, like, hey, those girls, they can play. They've played a great job, and they've put a lot of pressure as you see some subs coming from both teams now. It's like Shannon Carr and Uwe's going to come out for the Irish. Hopefully they're done for the day.
Checking to see, trotting on is Jonna Tanner, the sophomore. Feel like a broken record when I say sophomore freshman for Philip Barbour. Just a tremendously young team. If you look down the roster, Hunter, they have just 4 seniors listed on the roster due to the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at, for the Colts, they have 10 upperclassmen and 13 underclassmen on the roster. So more underclassmen than upperclassmen, and future's bright for them.
And all the production offensively coming from 3 or 4 freshmen and a junior.
Good job by the keeper there. Come scoop that one up.
50-50 ball controlled by the Irish.
And Cherrick in goal. She's only a sophomore as well, so you get her back. She's done a good job today. Wouldn't be surprised to see Phillip Barbour here next year as well.
Chloe Greathouse checking in for the Irish in that penalty area. Phillip Barbour trying to play some tough defense, and a long opportunity by Brown, sails high. And a goal kick coming for Braylon Travis. 16:09 remaining. And it looks like the Irish will have an opportunity to defend their title from last year and attempt their 7th state championship since 2008.
Yeah, I think that's 7 straight times to the state championship game. That's pretty impressive record. Pretty cool for your program to live at the state tournament, to live at the state championship game like that if you're Amy Mullen. Amy Mullen has an impressive record herself.
When you think about dynasty programs in different sports across the state, you think of Martinsburg in football, obviously. Think of Bridgeport a little bit in football. You think of Woodrow Wilson in basketball for many, many years, many titles. You think of Parkersburg South in wrestling. And you think, when you think soccer, I mean, I know that when I think soccer, I think of Charleston Catholic on both sides.
Yeah, both sides. The girls' team has been very impressive. If you're Amy Mullen, all 3 of your daughters have a state championship as well. So that's pretty cool to be able to coach them and watch them win. Impressive family, impressive program she's run here. Kevin Carr is assistant. I think this is his last year, but he's done a great job helping out as well.
So under 15 remaining in this first semifinal game. Again, the winner will advance to tomorrow morning's championship game in Class AA Single A. They'll face off against the winner of our second semifinal following this game immediately. Number 2 seeded Williamstown Yellow Jackets, number 3 seeded Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. And it looks like we've got ourselves a player down.
Can't quite tell who it is. Someone for the Colts team.
And I think that may be Braylon Sparks. I've been watching the orange cleats all day, and I think Sparks collided with a defender.
Yeah, glad she's getting up pretty quick. Looks like she's gonna walk out on her own, so that's good. She's played a great performance today. Been one of the best players on the field.
Sparks, again, just a freshman, leading goal scorer for Coach Williams' team, 10 goals on the season. And you mentioned not only a few opportunities attacking, but she has played very well in that midfield area and even falling back defensively. As have the rest of the Colts. They've really done a great job of pressuring the ball. And, again, that led to just 1-0, the score all the way up until the latter part of the first half. It was 1-0 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left remaining in the first half, Hunter. And so you're going to look at this score, and it's not really indicative of the first half for sure, those 2 quick goals. But just as you mentioned, you get a bit deflated once that goal is scored immediately in the second half. And a lot of credit to Phillip Barbour for still battling, but they're just facing off against an opponent that is ready to win another title if they can.
Yeah, I think it was 1-0, and then when it went to 3-0 so quick, that had to hurt a little bit. But then when you come out in the half and give up 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, that kind of deflates you as a team. And I know we're talking about Amy Mullen a lot too, but Blake Williams, the coach for Phillip Barbour, he's done a great job. He has Audrey Williams as his daughter on the team, so that's pretty cool. He gets to coach his daughter and see her succeed out here on the soccer field. And both really good coaches, both running a really good program.
Kevin Carr, assistant coach for the Irish. Jason Ward helping out with the Colts. Again, Blake Williams, his daughter Audrey, just a junior. She'll be back again next year. So you would almost expect at least an opportunity for the Colts to make another appearance here in 2021. Here's an opportunity right now for the Colts. A run out down the right side into the penalty area. And right near the goal area was number 21, Lydia Phillips.
Yeah, that was a good run by Phillips. She had a decent angle. She's a right-footed player, but she decides to try to knock it to the back post, just goes wide of the bar there. Sydney Bowles does a good job positioning-wise, I think. Didn't have the best angle in the world to see it, but, I mean, that's a good opportunity. It's probably the best opportunity they've had, definitely in the second half.
And they had a couple of opportunities, one significant in the first half, but that was, yes, as you said, by far their best opportunity here in the second half.
As you see Grace Litton and Audrey Miller still in the game. The Irish going to try to keep a clean sheet here. You don't want to give up a goal. 7-0 goal line sounds better than 7-1. Just it kind of keeps confidence. You just if you keep that clean sheet going into the state championship game, you don't want to give up one, and you don't want to have any negative plays or anything. So these last 12 minutes, you still want to play solid. Doesn't mean you have to score goals. You just want to play solid and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, the Irish have given up just 2 goals throughout the season. One in one game, one another. They pitched 7 shutouts. And that just goes to show how dangerous a team they absolutely are. So if you're Philip Barbour, you don't hold your heads at all. Given a great effort here as an underdog.
Yeah, and the only goals they've allowed this season is one to George Washington, AAA team that's playing on the other side of the complex today, and Hurricane, who they've lost to. So they haven't let up a goal against a AA or single A team all year. As on the other field, like I was talking about, GW boys and Jefferson boys, 15 minutes left in the second half. GW leads 1-0.
Another substitution for Charleston Catholic. As Grace Litton checks out at the 11-minute mark of the second half, 7-0. Irish in front. And again, Philip Barbour, they had their best attack opportunity just a second ago in the second half. They're going to continue to come at you if they can. They want to score. I mean, that's I know that a lot of times you're not all about moral victories, but you can score a goal here in the state tournament against this team.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what you got to look to do if you're them. And if I'm Coach Williams, I'm telling the girls, hey, we were 1-0. We were right in this game. They scored the first goal from Audrey Miller was, I mean, that's not, you don't see that all the time. I mean, it was a crazy rocket of a shot, upper 90 to the right side. So you got to tell the girls, hey, we were in this game the whole time. Just a couple balls didn't go our way, and we can play with this team. Don't let this motivate you going into next year. Don't let it deflate you.
And I think that'll be the words at the end of this one from Coach Williams is, we gave him a scare in that first half, and we're all going to be back next year.
For sure.
Another opportunity here for the Irish, 4-on-3, and there is another one. A great quick hitter.
Yeah, by Jill Uwe. She connects with, I couldn't quite see who she was connecting with there. Might have been Keith. It might have been Emmy Wentz, actually, I think it was. Little 1-2 action, and Jill Uwe's a big-time player. She can put the ball in the back of net, as you see here. Hits a touch, gets into the 18, and pushes it past the goalie. Goalie did a good job trying to break the angle down, comes up. Just wasn't quite quick enough to react on that one. He got 8-0 here with 9:15 left to go in the semifinal.
Clean contact and driven hard into the back of the net. That was our Pleasant Valley Hospital replay. Also another sponsor here on Video Productions. We appreciate those replay sponsors, Marshall Orthopedics and Pleasant Valley Hospital. Yeah, it's an opportunity to provide you with instant replay action.
As a fan of the game, of the soccer, and for the sport in West Virginia, those sponsors, you guys are really helping these kids out, helping fans out. With COVID, not everybody comes to the game, so it's big time from those sponsors, big time from Video Productions to try to host this.
We're very pleased that you guys can join us, very pleased that we are able to bring you guys again in the age and the year of COVID, as you mentioned. Limited access to live events in person for fans. And so an opportunity for just the casual fan to be able to watch this state tournament.
So Audrey Miller's making a run forward. Amy Mullen probably telling her save some energy for tomorrow, Audrey.
Miller said, I've spent a lot of time on the back half. I'm coming to the front side now. She has done a fantastic job.
Ooh, nice little move there.
Yes, good, nifty dribbling.
Watch out, ball's coming our way.
Georgialyn Ward, how about that name? All name team here in this tournament. Georgialyn Ward.
That's why I didn't say it. I was waiting for you, to be honest. I wasn't going to say it. I was going to wait.
And I'm sure if I mess it up, we'll see it on the live feed comment section below. 7:30 remaining in this one.
Irish doing a good job. A lot of these are the reserve players for the Irish. So we talked about the Colts. Look out for this Irish team coming back for the next 3-4 years strong. Their middle school team went 7-0 this year in Kanawha County, so they're going to have a strong team as well. A lot of these players with a mix of young and older players, good leadership from the program. As you see, Uwe's going to come off, and looks like Abigail, I believe Cunningham's going to come on. So Irish set up for years to come as well.
Goal kick coming for the Colts. All the way out to midfield. And that one gets by, I can't believe I say that. That gets by Miller. That may be the only time I've seen that. But Sparks, it was still cleared.
Sparks did make a good move on her in the first half. I will give Sparks that. She made a really good move on Audrey Miller in the first half. But, yeah, we don't say that too often.
Again, Knight there for the Colts to clear it into the front half. Right off the body of her teammate. Here's a nice high ball. And again, trying to track it down is Simons, but Miller right there to clear it out temporarily. Irish with good ball movement.
Yeah, doing a good job. The game's kind of opened up now for both teams. Both teams got time and space, do what they want with it a little bit. Feel a little bit of a breeze coming, but the weather is still beautiful today. I mean, it couldn't ask for better weather today for the state tournament. Hopefully it's just like this tomorrow as well.
Well, Sparks had an opportunity trying to feed a nice pass through on that right side on a run, but once again, they're equal to the task, but now they've got one. Right side cross to the middle, and that one hits off the side of the net. But another good opportunity. That time, Lydia Phillips.
Yeah, she had the one earlier, too, the breakaway on Bowles. So she's done a good job trying to push forward for the Colts.
Yeah, Phillips has had the best two opportunities on goal. As you see, the Marshall Orthopedics replay. Just got free behind the defender on the right side. Got a good leg into it, good foot on it. But again, as you mentioned, Hunter, the angles are very difficult over on that far side corner of the penalty area. Colts still with possession, though.
Good turn there by Satterfield. She's done a good job of holding the ball up as kind of like a hold-up forward. Some forwards are looking to play through balls. Satterfield's more to say, hey, play it to my feet. I'm going to turn on my defender. She's done a good job at that.
Miller clears it out. Back in now. Brown gets it out near midfield. And now the Irish flip it. Some decent dribbling there by Wentz. And Joanna Tanner now defensively for the Colts. And we're going to have an offense. That'll give it over to the Colts on a free kick. Just 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in our first semifinal in Class AA Single A.
And referees has done a good job today, I thought. Controlled the game well, made a lot of good calls, and they've had a good game.
And allowed physical play, but physical and right. Here's another opportunity for Phillips. Phillips down the right side. This is a better angle, too, and that one will fall through. The first goal, as Hunter had mentioned, given up by the Irish from a AA Single A opponent. And Phillips, boy, she was knocking on the door.
Yep.
And finally got one. That was a beautiful pass, though.
Yep, beautiful pass. You see on the replay here. Pass through. Phillips got a little speed, and she's been knocking on the door, like you said. And I think Bowles got a little bit of a hand to it, but too much power on the shot by Phillips. Puts it in the back of the net. So good goal there. good job by Philip Barbour, and just to go get you one. You deserve a goal. You really do. You've played well enough that you deserve a goal, and that's good to see for the Colts.
And you heard a raucous roar from the Colt faithful directly behind us. We are just at midfield and just off of the playing surface here. And we're right in front of the fans of both teams. And, you know, the Colt faithful have got to be proud of their team for making it here. And, again, proud of the effort they have given. But you just wanted to see, if you're a fan of the Colts, one go through the net.
For sure. You got to be proud of your team. Like we said earlier, this is the first time they've been to the state tournament. So I know they're proud of their team, and they're looking forward to the future as well. So I'm glad we have some fans here, though, right? I mean, I'm just so glad we get some fans here, make it more back to normal, I guess you could say, as close to normal as we can get. I was here as a fan last year for the state tournament, and it was freezing cold. So this weather is a lot nicer. A lot of good energy at the complex today. A lot of good energy.
Absolutely. Just a breeze blowing in. But, Hunter, it is going to be about 70 degrees by noon, and it is just a gorgeous day. And we're early November. You never know in West Virginia what kind of weather you're going to get day to day, hour to hour, and we've gotten some perfect weather for this tournament this weekend.
For sure. Got a minute 30 left in this one before the Irish going to get ready to play for another state championship game.
Minute 25 left. And a late throw in for the Colts. They'll get another player onto the field. Checking out will be Arrington Sparks.
Sparks, very talented player. Very good game today. I know she wanted a different score line, but definitely a good leader on this team, even as a freshman.
Emma Poling, the senior, one of those few seniors on the roster, checking back in for the Colts. Wants to finish off her career on the pitch here today. Under 1 minute remaining. One more opportunity here for the Irish. Cleared out temporarily. And now taken. That's a good steal by Travis into the front. On the left side, Lena Grassi. And we'll wait and see. This one looks like it's going to go over two.
Be a throw in for the Irish.
The Irish with a throw in.
Ball going back and forth for both teams, just kind of waiting for this clock to run down. Looking forward to this next one, seeing who the Irish are going to face tomorrow.
10 seconds left. Brown will send it all the way down into the front with 5-4. That will be taken by Chirac, and that will be the final play of the first semifinal. It will be the Charleston Catholic Irish back to the state championship game tomorrow morning at 9:30 as they defeat the upstart number 4 seeded Philip Barbour Colts by a final score of 8-1. We'll take a break quickly for our sponsors. When we return, we're going to break down some stats, talk it over, and we'll prepare ourselves for the second semifinal and see who the Irish will face after this. You're watching coverage of the 2020 West Virginia High School Girls State Soccer Tournament on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores.
At Pleasant Valley Hospital, we provide excellence in both general and minimally invasive surgery.
Dr. Ron Grandia, Pleasant Valley Hospital.
Millions of Americans suffer from sleep disorders, robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help. With a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere, they treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, but when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories in a place you happily call home.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes, come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We welcome you back inside the YMCA Paul Klein Memorial Youth Sports Complex in Beckley, West Virginia. Final score in Game 1 of Class AA Single A semifinal action in the 2020 Girls State Soccer Tournament. The defending champion and number 1 seeded Irish from Charleston Catholic High School defeating the number 4 seeded Colts of Philip Barbour High School 8-1. A tough first trip to the state tournament for the Colts, but again, this Charleston Catholic team is on a mission to defend their title. And I tell you what, Hunter Moles, this thing was close in the first half. Philip Barbour, as you mentioned, if you're going to be the underdog, you might as well come out and attack. Philip Barbour did a tremendous job defensively. They pressured the ball throughout. It was a 1-0 lead for the Irish. They did get a goal early in the ball game, about 5 minutes and 50 seconds in, but that was the only score of the first half going into the final 5 minutes. Again, the Colts really were attacking. They really were doing the best they could defensively. Didn't get a lot of opportunities on runs offensively, but you were managing, and then a couple of goals back-to-back really kind of changed the it kind of changed the complexion of the ball game. You say it seemed to deflate Philip Barbour for a little bit, and I think that really was the turning point in the ball game.
I think it definitely was. I think it definitely deflated the Colts a little bit. You're only
on the attack. They're wanting more.
I will give the Colts this. They've been pretty good on Lindsey Carr, not giving her a lot of time and space. As
Here's a give and go, though. Carr in front, and she will put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I might have jinxed him on that one. This is from them, seniors. I know they want to go out on top, and they played great today. I think the Sparks, Braylon and Arrington Sparks, played really good for the Colts. And like you said, this thing was closer than an 8-1 scoreline. It really was, especially in the first half. Credit to the Irish for breaking away there, going up 3-0 at half and finishing the game. They scored 2 goals in 5 minutes to start the second half as well. So they're flashy. They can get out there and score some goals.
That last replay, our play of the game, brought to you by Pleasant Valley Hospitals. And again, yeah, that really opened it up to end the first half, but it got going very quickly in the second half for Charleston Catholic. A goal less than 2 minutes in, and that really changed the complexion of the ball game, and it really just sent Charleston Catholic to a position that was just insurmountable from the Colts. But again, a great showing here by Coach Blake Williams and Philip Barbour, and they have nothing to hang their heads about. They went up to bat against a very talented team, obviously, in Charleston Catholic. Take a look at some of the game statistics there, Hunter. Again, the big stat will be the shots.
Yeah, shots, 25 shots for Catholic, only 5 for Philip Barbour. And who was that? Was it Phillips that had maybe 3 shots there for Philip Barbour in the last part of the game? So 3 of the 5 shots came in the last 5 minutes of the game. So 12 shots on goal for Charleston Catholic, and you get 8 goals. That's a pretty good number, right? I mean, doing that, you're going to perform. Only 3 corner kicks for the Irish, but 0 corner kicks for Philip Barbour. I said early in the game, one of the things you watch for in these big games are set pieces. Set pieces are huge in big-time elimination games, and Philip Barbour didn't get enough of those. They didn't get enough of shots. Charleston Catholic really dominated the numbers on that stat line right there.
So Charleston Catholic, the Irish, and the number 1 seed defending champions, have notched their position in tomorrow morning's championship game. It'll start at 9:30. So Charleston Catholic, the Irish, and the number 1 seed defending champions, have notched their position in tomorrow morning's championship game. It'll start at 9:30 a.m. right here at this field at the YMCA Sports Complex. They'll await the winner of the next contest, and the next contest will be coming up here in just under an hour. About 12:30 is the scheduled start time for the second semifinal in Class AA Single A. It will feature the number 2 seeded Yellow Jackets from Williamstown High School, 14-5-1 on the season, and the number 3 seeded Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior High School coming in with a record of 16-2-1. Great job here in game number 1. Hunter, any final words?
I'm excited for the rest of the day. Keep this weather going. Keep tuning in, watching some good soccer around the state. And
very glad you guys could join us for this Class AA Single A opening game of semifinal action in the West Virginia High School Girls State Soccer Tournament. I appreciate you joining us right here. You've been watching live coverage of the 2020 Wvssac Girls High School Soccer Semifinals on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General Stores. For our entire broadcast crew, our game producer today has been Brian Shepard. My color analyst has been Hunter Moles. I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful day, everyone.